Maybe even more interesting, I'm not really sure. So this is the Yoga version, and it's the 4th generation. It essentially takes everything you like about the X1 Carbon and then gives you a rotating display. So it sort of becomes a tablet. Because it has to house that extra capability in there, it's a bit heavier. So this is like 3 pounds. That one's like 2.5. I think that trade-off might be worthwhile to a number of people. The other thing that happens here, the construction materials are different, again, to support that slightly different behavior. Let's check it out for ourselves. What does it say on the side? Not much. One thing I appreciate is they continue to kind of zero in on these like slight improvements. If people find they like these series of laptops, they just go in and mod them as much as they need to. Oh, they got the adapter cables as well in here. Power brick looks exactly the same. Yeah, 65 watt. There's a pen included. So like I said, if that's your preferred input method, or maybe even just from time to time, actually closer to typical pen category than it may look at first glance. Drawing, sketching, productivity, documents, circling, HDMI to VGA. What I like about this is this color, this kind of dark gray. A lot of people sort of think that aluminum in laptops corresponds with quality. I don't disagree. To some that don't know exactly what they're touching, the carbon weave and so on, it could feel like plastic. There's no mistaking this construction. It's cool to the touch. You know you're dealing with metal. I can tell right away it is a bit heavier though. As a consequence of that, immediately you can tell the hinges are different. That's because it can fold all the way back. The power switch is moved over to this side. You have a USB-A port. There's a lockdown section over here. This is where the pen goes. I might as well, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, that's too easy. Okay. Nice little spot for the pen. So to pop it out, what do? You just, that's it. Simple. This, it's out of the way, but it's there when you want it. So that's kind of a nice implementation. Headphone jack, a full-size HDMI port, another USB-A port, and then you have 2 Type-C ports supporting Thunderbolt 3. Pretty cool so far. I don't know, am I converting? It's quite possible. Can I open it up without the thing tilting back? That's what the old laptops did. Hopefully this one doesn't. Ooh, jack. It almost does it. It's so close. It's a two-handed operation. You got to hold here, okay, to open it up. Let's be clear. All right. And look at that. You're bending. You can't bend like that, Jack. You see? You see? You got no flexibility. I'm converting to this one now. I'm converting laptops too frequently. Laptops are turning into smartphones for me. The meme factory is out here producing. We have a speaker grill along the top, right in this location here. I hope it sounds good. It does have the Dolby Atmos badge. It's my favorite thing about the newest version of the Carbon version of this laptop is it sounds so much better. I think one of the benefits of having a slightly heavier laptop using aluminum here is this baby feels planted. And I'm telling you right now, the Quick Brown Fox never felt so good because I feel like this construction might actually take this keyboard to another level. It feels very high quality. And you know, I'm just gonna say something right now. I feel like this trackpad material might be a bit different because this is very smooth. Look at this, ready? Goes all the way, boom. All right, now that's what you're paying for. You see that right there? I'm not even joking, man. If you're tight for space, you're watching a video, you're trying to eat your breakfast cereal, Jack, you see? You put that there, you got nothing in front. It is the 4K display, Mr. Willie Doo. So that's 470 nits. So it's a slight toggle back on the nit counter from the Carbon because that was 500 nits, right? But still touchscreen, pretty responsive there. Touch, scroll, the pen is so much better, obviously, for touchscreen. I'm kind of a fan of it. The wobble might get to you, though. There's quite a wobble. Pen input is probably gonna happen more like this, and I'm gonna have it flipped around like this, and I'm gonna be, you know, tapping like this. In which case, wobble is gone. I believe this used to be called inking once upon a time. So like if I did unbox. I think a lot of people are going to be cross-shopping this versus the regular X1 Carbon, as you would, right? You're like, specs are the same chipset. You're looking at the same options for RAM, for storage. Now, you're going to notice it's got a chin on it. You see? Like right here. You got a fairly significant chin on it. Oh, wow. You can block the front-facing camera with this little tiny, barely there switch. Here we go, full volume. We're so aware of it now. Sort of started
the notch trend, or at least was there at the forefront, popularized it.
I would say it's
Body ratio
comparable.
trend.
I don't know. It's usable. It's not blowing me away. Maybe I think part of the reason I had such a reaction on the regular X1 Carbon was because of how bad the 6th generation and before that were from a sound perspective. This is in your typical region, in the right range for the sound you would expect out of a laptop. I've heard louder. What can I say about this device? What's already great about the laptop I've been using for a while now, the standard X1 Carbon, it adds to it a slightly nicer trackpad in my opinion. Different materials. You go the aluminum route. You get the flipping screen. You get the pen input. Maybe you can't see yourself using that very much, but you want to have it. You want to have the option, the potential to go that direction. This one gives it to you. The displays for me are comparable. The sound is comparable. Performance is going to be comparable. I'm going to see. I'm going to try. I'm going to see. But right now, I'm feeling like this particular model could displace, even as much as I like the current Carbon. It's my first experience with the Yoga. I think I'm going to switch it out.